7 o'clock. We'll call the meeting of the BZA to order, please. Can we take roll call?
Rob Kaufman.
Here.
Dave Eggers.
Here.
Mark Gillespie.
Here.
Skylar Early.
Here.
And
Karen Munson.
sorry. Lions Pleasure.
And she's here too.
Karen, is that you?
Right, he's been on in whatever you call it.
We've all had the opportunity to read and review the minutes from last month's meeting. Any revisions, additions, subtractions? Without hearing anything, I call for a vote. Those in favor of accepting the minutes as is, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, nay. Nay. It has been passed. First case, if you would, please.
First case is BZA 021-25. Rachel Hoagland is the petitioner. Petitioner is requesting a land use variance at 2571 North State Road 11. Wants to update and expand her business there. She's wanting to build a 40 by 60 building. This was given a favorable recommendation back on 9/11 from the Plan Commission.
Would the petitioner step forward and state your name and your case, please?
Hi, I'm Rachel Hoagland, owner of Susie's Hall of Pet Care. My mother, Susie Myers, started this dog grooming and boarding business 48 and a half years ago. 8.5 of those years, which I have owned when I purchased the land and business back in 2017. The business has always sat on the piece of land where it is currently. I'm wanting to update and expand my business by adding a 40 by 60 pole barn at the front of my property, which is currently not used for anything. In this pole barn, I'd like to add to my grooming, add an indoor dog park, and a 24/7 self-serve dog wash. I've been working on this for the last 2 years with funding and now zoning, only to find out my property is zoned residential single family. With the current zoning, I am not able to utilize the land I own since there is no house on this land, just a business. So I'm asking to vary from its current zoning of residential to commercial so that I can utilize the land I own to further my business, which has been in the community for the last 48 and a half years. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else, excuse me, anyone else to speak in favor of? Anyone opposed? Any questions or comments from the board?
I don't have any questions, but since I missed the last meeting, didn't want to miss it, but I did. I had them come back because if you see in your paperwork here in 77, they got a variance to do a kennel and a sign. So with what she was proposing to do, I said, you probably need to come back because you're adding, it's not just a kennel now, it's grooming. There's some other things involved. So I don't know if that was said at the last meeting, but she just wants to do some more things and add to her business. And I said, you really ought to come and let's get the paperwork updated. So that's why they're back again, in case you were wondering.
Ms. Hogan, could you tell us again exactly what you want to do, build on this?
I want to put a 40 by 60 pole barn. That's probably the largest I'd be able to go. And extend my grooming into there, and then add a 24/7 self-serve dog wash, and then the remaining of it, an indoor dog park.
Same thing, all in this 40 by 60 building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then your set-asides on State Road 11, Jeremy, help me out with that, 20 foot off the front of the property.
I think it's a little more. I think it's 40 feet, but because that's a state highway.
Right.
But basically, if you look at your paperwork there and you're seeing the homes that are lined up, that's about where she's going to have to line her building, and I told her that.
All right, so you're aware of that.
It's a large setback, but she was fine with that.
Yeah,
I just know state highways is general rule. We've got to move those back a little farther, but I'm sure if you're aware of those guidelines. It looks, according to the picture, it looks like those offset. If you line up the house on either side of you, that's about where you're going to need to start at. So.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I have, sir.
And you're going to kind of do away with the existing building? And then,
No, it's going to stay there.
Oh, it's going to stay there?
Yeah, I'm just going to take my grooming out of that and put it in the front part.
There's no issue with having a larger, taller building?
Not she gets the land use to
I
run a
got it.
commercial.
And then use the existing driveway.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna put her building somewhere in
I
here.
got you. Dave, being on the plan commission, you guys went ahead and okayed it. You got anything you want to share with us?
No, it was a good vote all the way around. I mean, I think, we were all on the same page with, it's a continuing business, it's been here a long time, it's nothing new, the neighbors know it. No one to speak against, no trouble in any of that. She's aware of where she needs to be and how she needs to do it, and
I think there were some questions about setback, which,
There was some questions about that setback and just made her aware of that, but I think other than that, there really wasn't a whole lot.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. Anything else from anybody? If not, I'll take a motion.
Make the motion to approve.
Motion been made.
A second.
It's been seconded. We will vote, please.
Sir?
It has been approved, 5-0.
Thank you.
you guys get,
We'll need a
when you
permit.
get a plan together, then bring it up to us and then we'll look at it. And if everything's good to go, we'll give you permits. Thank you. You're free to go if you don't want to stay around.
Good luck.
Next case tonight is BZA 02325. Bradley Childers is the petitioner. Petitioner is requesting a variance at 2009 Pinewood Court. He'd like to vary from the 20-foot rear yard setback to be a 5-foot, to build a 30 by 24 garage.
Would the petitioner step forward and state your case, please?
I'm Bradley Childers, BZA 02325. Currently, the land layout, there's a 13 by 13 by 13 tall shed there. I just want to remove it from the property and build a 30 by 24 garage. I just want to set it to the back, that way it can maintain some kind of yard grass profile in the backyard.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in favor? Anyone opposed? Any questions or comments from the board?
I have a question. I tried to find this plat and I couldn't find it in our file today for some reason. Are the utilities in the front or the back of this?
Most of the utilities are in the back. The power and phone are all in the back corner of the 4 properties there. The gas actually runs around the back of the house to the front of the property.
So like your power is in the back of this?
It is.
Okay.
They come and did a meter, MetroNet line in last year for the house, and they had marked all the power and stuff, and I have pictures of it, but the 5 foot off that side fence would give it enough room that it won't be on top of the power.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, that, when I went past it sure looked like there might be a utility easement there somewhere.
Yeah, and I would like to have found the plat on this to look and see how wide that easement was. Do you know what the easement is back there?
No, I know the fence around the property is supposedly is right on the property line. The previous owner built on the property line, so.
Would it be a problem for you to go 10 feet instead of 5? Because normally those easements back there are 10 and 10 each side.
I can do 10.
I'm just trying to be safe, and without me actually laying eyes on the plat, I look forward again tonight, and I don't know why it's not in our file, but I would feel better with 10 instead of 5. 5 gets it 5 foot in that easement if it
And
is.
no matter what, you would be on 10 foot on either side of that back property line, which typical utility easements would fall into that, 10 foot on each side.
Yeah, I'm fine. The 20 feet put it way, the way I want the building layout, put it way towards the house, and it was
Right.
eating up all the backyard.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that, Jeremy. Yeah.
So we would need to revise this
Well, I think your
application.
motion would just be instead of 5, allow him the 10 foot.
Okay,
I mean, that's typical for the easement, so I just don't want you getting inside of that easement.
That's fine with me.
Okay.
we
And
need,
you don't want to be inside of that easement.
No, I honestly hadn't thought of it. I hadn't
Yeah.
thought of, I was just trying to stay kinda in that corner back there, and I hadn't thought about the easement, so,
Sure.
good point.
Thank you. That's all I got.
I would make a motion to approve, with the increasing the 5-foot setback to 10 foot, or giving him back to 10 foot to build that garage. And you are aware that you have to keep your roof line below what your house roof line is for this garage, right?
No,
Okay, so the pinnacle of your garage cannot be higher than the pinnacle of your house.
okay,
That's just a city ordinance, so you would be aware of that when you come to get your permit anyway. They would make you aware of that. I'm just
Yeah,
giving you a
you'll-
heads up, so.
You'll give me a drawing and I'll make sure it's not taller than your house. It can be,
Your house has got some height to it, so I don't.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
That's gonna
built
be a
up above
problem.
the backyard, so.
Yeah.
My plan was to go 12-foot tall ceiling, I don't know what the peak of that would be, but,
I wouldn't think it'd be taller than your,
No, I wouldn't either, but just, that's something just to
Okay.
keep in mind.
thank you.
Did I finish?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Okay.
Motion been made, it has been seconded, we'll vote.
Thank you, sir.
It has been approved 5-0.
Thank you,
yeah, just when you get ready, just get us a drawing of it, bring it up, and then we'll get you a permit.
okay,
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
That's all I have, unless somebody's got something from the board.
Anything new, anything old? Without, I make a motion to dismiss.
I'll second that.
Has been seconded. It's over.